continuation of the 917 Porsche build. This is the injection pump built last time. This is a pack we're on now. It's kit number 13, 14, 15 and 16. Here we go. Trim these back nice and flush, like so. And these go in this way. There's a press fit. They look like that. Now I need these three parts, and they attach with the washer and the pulley. That's held together with a DP screw. And that's a flat head DP screw. Just like that. And that goes onto the end of the cam housing with an AP screw. Got one loaded up here. and that looks like that. Let's get that nice and level. So when that's complete, you need this part facing away with the nipple part downwards. Got it wrong first time, wrong way around. This is the important bit, looking for that slope there with that nipple downwards. And tighten that up. Now take the pump that we built before, that goes this way around, lining it up with the top pieces and the end pulley, and that's held on with 2 EP screws. Load one up. That's one. There's 2. And that then looks like that. Really detailed. Right, we've put the belt on this side, which is 14E belt, the smaller of the 2, and this cap. This is a bit tricky. This needs to go, this will only go on really one way. It won't fit through there like that. It needs to go in, under, and then around the alternator and sits down like that, and held in with IM screws, in 4 IM screws. Let's do that. That's number 4. Tighten them all down. I like to do them in a cross pattern, corner to corner. Just like the real thing. That is that part complete. We've now got 8 of these little collars to fit. And they go on 1, 2, and 6. That's 8 collars. And that's just a press fit. Tweezers are probably the order of the day. They just press on like that. And same again there. Need to carry on doing that for all 8. When that's done, it'll look like that. We now need to grab 4 of the aluminium housings that we had from the last part, and we've still got 4 of these little caps left over, and these need to press on to the end of these caps here, and they go this way round. So we've got 4 that will look like that. Then taking the 4 housings, we need the engine in this position, and each one of these just slots into these 4 empty positions here, like so. And that's that for that part. And then we need to grab over the injector housing and pump. And from the previous pack we had these 2 little yellow covers, and they go with the square part, recessed square part outwards, and they just press into these holes here. Like so, on both ends. Once we've got that looking like that, it's quite a firm press into there. Be careful not to snap those small tiny little lugs off. This whole thing now needs to pivot over and sits down in there like that. Lining up the small tiny lugs and pressing in to fit. So that's then held down with 2 IM screws in these 2 places here, and the other fan belt on this end goes around those 2 pulleys there. So then at the end of that, that should look like that. Looking good. Okay, section 15 is quite straightforward. We need to grab these little yellow, once again, like little spacer gaskets. I need to put 6 of those along this housing, making sure you get this around the right way. This is at the top. They simply just push in those holes there. They look like that. Nice little click as it goes in. Do one more. Like that. And we just continue that along to the end. Okay, the next stage is take this bottom section, which mirrors this top section, and they go together like that. And they are held together with 3 CP screws. These are little flat headed ones. They look like that. Let's do that. You've got 3 little countersunk holes there. Fiddly, to say the least. Okay. Go like that. It sits flush with that head, and we carry on with those next 3. 2. And 3. That then, with the engine this way round, we'll go with this jutting out lug just over to this side like that. They're going to sit over there like so, and we'll be putting in these yellow pieces through those holes. Let's do that. We'll see how that looks when that's done. One little piece I missed out there. Before you actually screw that piece together, these little end caps, silver end caps, go in on the end screw there, and then that goes together, and they're held in with tiny little pegs just on the end there. So we'll redo that, and I'll show you how that looks. Okay, when they're added, they look like that. Just put the last screw in there again. Are a bit fiddly, those. Quite a tight press over the end of the peg, and got to be really careful not to snap those pegs off. And these tiny little countersunk screws are going in here, going to plastic. Don't want to over tighten these, just to nip them up. Don't go too mad, because it is only going into plastic. When that's done, it looks like that, and that now will sit on there like that, whilst pushing these yellow pegs through the centre to hold that on. And that's that bit done. Continue that along for the next 6. Also, when these are going in, these have got tiny little holes at the front there. They need to make sure they're facing outwards when you put those in. So it looks like that, if you can see that, pointing to the outside. And they are literally just a drop-in fit like that. Once again, pointing to the outside. Okay, we need to fit these first 3 in with the holes pointing upwards, and they're held in the back with these 3 AP screws. Now, these go through the housings at the back there, up into the yellow, not quite sure what these are, injector coils or something, or coils. Anyway, holding the top and twisting up through the back. It's difficult to show this, and then just screw that in. Once again, going into plastic, so you need to be careful, but it also needs to be tight. Just you feel a bit of resistance, and half a turn, and that then holds all 3 of those in. then looks like that. I did say we're going to repeat that at a later stage, but at the moment we just put these 3 in with them, there again the important bit is with the holes pointing outwards, and that's in stage 15. And that's how it should look at the end of that stage and the end of that pack. There's 3 left out. I think that's because they're near the injector, and we may have to put them in later after connecting something else to it, but looking quite good at this stage.